Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host ImperialDane, the one and only master of propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore in the northwest. It is Blind Guardian. This is a reference to the band? I don't know, but if it is, he's got good taste in music. Fun here, though, for freedom, democracy, and liberty here with the 2nd Infantry Division. In the southeast stands the ImperialDane himself here, fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Here, rolling out with the 16th Panzergrenadier Division. We got a Double Pioneer Grenadier start. We got Breakthrough here selected versus Advanced Infantry, Airborne and Armoured. As always, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these delightful videos possible. And a big hearty thanks to you commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely as well with the YouTube algorithms. So Double Pioneer Grenadier start here versus the Americans. I find myself preferring more Double Pioneers rather than Kettenkrads, except maybe on the much larger maps like Timor and Pekino. Stalemate, but on more compact maps like this one, I find Double Pioneers is just a bit safer. So just a quick note there, Pioneers in various directions, Grenadiers here close to the centre, Riflemen also. Up north we got the Scouts probing ahead here for Blind Guardian. His name may be Blind Guardian, but he's definitely not going in blindly. Oh, I see. So pretty broad approach as well there. We sort of again this way, both of us, we sort of push the map at a steady pace. We're not like diving into the enemy, but also we're getting like a better idea of the opponent is. We have a bit more advanced warning. First clash here about the centre. Grenadiers was Riflemen here, rushing to the building here to at least deny to the opponent. They also have a better chance of having them by Grenadiers not immediately lose to the Riflemen. Second Grenadiers got their arriving. Riflemen dodging down the stairs there, and I'm popping in here, seeing the same thing going up north. In fact, I noticed the Scouts just briefly. Pioneers busy. Overall, just some light skirmishes so far, nothing heavy. We've got very early grenades here for Blind Guardian. Obviously gives us some early impact versus me. Technically, there's also the early snares, but versus the Wehrmacht, they're typically less relevant. It's more about just, chucking a grenade at those grenadiers, maybe the machine gun crew, and getting in that nice, big, early bang. Riflemen here opening up the grenadiers inside the building, but of course can't fire at the sides. Riflemen sneaking up here, grenadiers gunning in. We got the MD42 halfway done here. Closing them in those grenade-wielding riflemen. The Mark II pineapple, of course, about to give the Germans a good old-fashioned fruit salad of the American kind. And there you go, first kill of the battle here is in fact due to the Mark II rushing in here. Got MP40s in the way here. Kind of risky what I'm doing, but no guts, no glory, as they say. There we go, another grenade out. Quickly dodging it this time around. So far, much better. Third rifle squad there for Blind Guardian. Finding continues around here. I'm just trying to deal with one rifle squad at the time. And surprisingly enough, didn't try to close in here, which did sort of help out here. But now I got the MP40s, and here he will have to withdraw. And of course, the MD42 joining in to the fun. Obviously, further sabotages his attempt to win this engagement. Up northeast, Scouts going straight for the fuel point in the south. Engineers pushing forwards as well here. Could, of course, lay down mines around there, and I'm pushing for the Panzergrenadier Company. Gonna tech up relatively fast. I know some players with MP40 Grenadiers and Breakthrough in general likes to go for heavy tier 1, but personally, I just can't seem to get it to work for me properly. So personally, I tend to push for a faster, Panzergrenadier Company, which I prefer. Again, I know some players like Luftwaffe, but for me, I just like the Panzergrenadier Company. I like the half-tracks, I like the Stug. I like, the Panzergrenadiers. And occasionally I also do like a new for Pack 40. Scouts here though, push back, but again he rendered the point neutral, so of course we see here that Blind Guardian is executing a good, disruptive strategy against me, looking to hit my fuel economy. He's looking to slow me down. He's also looking to get an advantage over me in terms of economy. Also like the indicator, he's going to push for a motor pool here, or maybe fast pass, but either way, ignoring a lot of the other points, I've got to just hit the fuel. It's not necessarily a strategy to see this aggressively executed here as Blind Guardian, but it's not necessarily a bad strategy as long as, you don't, lose units in the process, like getting entire units wiped. So, it's also just really annoying to deal with the guy on the receiving end. So, definitely, something worth emulating if you've got the skills to manage it. Straight for the cutoff point here, MP40 is almost done. Panzergrenadiers on the way here, south side, Pioneers probing forwards. Grenadiers closing the rifle squad here, we've got 2 men down. MP40's right around the corner, but they're still unhealthy and haven't gotten any healing up here, obviously. There we go, Mark II frag grenade there, Grenadiers forced off. Almost wiped out, in fact. Machine gun heading in here. And we got the Pioneers moving in. Panzergrenadier is almost done. Grenadiers from the north side here. Good disruptive play, of course, here by Blind Guardian. It's overall like his maneuvers are very focused again on just harming my economy, in particular the fuel. The munitions he's clearly not too bothered about. It's very much focused on just disrupting my fuel as much as possible. So it's a very focused, tactical approach here from Blind Guardians. Again, something worth noting then again, if you're starting to like maybe improve in some ways. Looking to like, hurt your opponent's fuel economy, but again, not losing squads. Like he is I think a fairly solid move. Panzergrenadier is being supported by the MB42 team, closing in with a Sturmgewehre. Quick grenade to the Mark II. Dodged late, that took a lot of damage, but he still ends up withdrawing, which is good for me, I guess. So, got the captain out there. We got a motor pull up as well. He can soon hit me with a Greyhound, and of course, currently I'm quite exposed to that, and partly because again I got barely any fuel. So again, really effective strand here so far out of Blind Guardian in that sense. Got medics on the way there because I desperately need them. I got a lot of troops bleeding and I can't afford not to heal them up. So obviously in this regard, I'm definitely not going to be getting out Stooks anytime soon, no matter how much you like. And typically my strategies do involve rushing out Stooks. I'm not going to deny that.
Upgrade complete.
Panzer's engaging the scouts here. Greyhound on the way there for Blind Guardian. Starts that machine engaged with the captain out of the house. Mine goes off again. Good mining there out of Blind Guardian. Got the munitions point here. Healing there. I'm going to have to go for Pack 40. So I'm going for Panzergrenadiers here, though I suspect I'm going to cancel them once the ground hits me like a brick through the window. At least I should, but I may of course still go for the Panzergrenadiers because I'm still going to try and focus on the infantry, but not going for Pack 40 then. So the Panzergrenadier is going to cost me. Then again, they may just hit before the ground hits me and I don't have time to react. So there's a lot of possibilities there. But again, it is worth pointing out. Overall, though, I probably should have pushed for the Pack 40 here rather than an extra Panzergrenadier squad. Either way, definitely committing a mistake here, even if long-term having a lot of Panzergrenadiers out as the Wehrmacht is obviously pretty damn good. And they do look really cool with that foreign leaf skin. And obviously, it's a very Waffen-SS-based pattern. That said, it is also worth noting, as the war went on in particular, though, even regular army troops would end up with some of these, Waffen-SS pattern camouflage uniforms, and the Hammer Göring, Fallschirm Panzer Division in general, though, used them quite heavily even early in the war, so. Quick note there. Captain again on the fuel point, and notice there again, we'll ignore my munitions points just to hit the fuel points. Again, very focused strategy here, out of Blind Guardian. Really don't see that so much like he did here. Of course, I can hit back with Breakthrough, so of course me having picked Breakthrough does provide me, obviously, a bit of pushback eventually against this type of strategy. But again, very effectively executed and very annoyingly, personally. That said, not all is going smoothly for him. Another mine goes off there. More Panzergrenadiers taking heavy losses. I'm still able to push reasonably for map control, of course. Breakthrough is quite good in that particular role and purpose. I'm definitely going to need to Pack 40 out soon. I mean, again, a Stug simply because, again, of the way that Blind Guardian has harassed me is not even remotely in the books anytime soon. Still, his infantry's losing engagements, and he's playing his Greyhound very conservative. That's actually like the one thing I would note. His Greyhound is being played very carefully. Like, he's either orienting me having a Pack 40 out or something else there. So he's sort of like, doing a bit of hit and run, but he's like never really getting very aggressive against me. Obviously, it might also just be the MP40 grenades that's concerning him. Even if they did nerf the Veterans 1 bonus to the Panzerfaust range, they can still sprint and Faust his Greyhound. That's obviously, I imagine, a major concern to see there. Heavily damaged Greyhound, so of course if I have something now there nearby, I could knock it out. I don't, which of course is good news for him. But again, it's probably wise playing his Greyhound so carefully if you're wondering there in the comments section. Up north, we've got the Raven pushing in, got the bars up. Obviously a big boost there to his firepower. Pioneer Squad will, well, the remainder of the Pioneer Squad will not make it back home. Going for the support elements. I will get mine Stooks, no matter the cost. Fresh push here. We got mortars out there as well here for Blind Guardian, providing him with some light artillery support here. Mortify here, and up north, bigger push here. Riot Squads chucking grenades, but it's just too late. Like a really slow thrower. The well, toss is just basically too late, and the Panzer is always ducked right past the grenade here. Rather than scouts setting up, I'm going to push for the scouts because it's going to be easier just to push back, and also further isolates the riflemen. There you go, scouts routed. Pioneers poked in the building just to deny it here to Blind Guardian's GI, so they don't have any place to hide. And also draws away the grenade away from, say, the other troops. South side here, Grenadiers in trouble with the Rival Squad. We've got the Greyhound joining in. Got it swiftly fixed up. Engineers hard at work, of course. Preparing stuff for democracy. Pack and machine gun withdrawing a bit. And we got entertainers of Blind Guardian. Obviously, at this point, he's probably starting to realize he can't keep stalling me out forever. I've got to be hitting him with armor soon enough, so he's obviously preparing anti-tank guns there. Pack scores a great hit on the Greyhound. Got the Panzer moving up here, Green getting shot at. Pack turning around. Pack gets another shot in the Greyhound, narrowly survives thanks to the armored cars. Because again, I think armored cars can survive, like, you know, effectively 2 shots from an anti-tank gun is a bit much. They're armored cars, not tanks. Definitely not a fan of it. But anyways, Stug 3D on the way, then of course courtesy of rapid production, which I still think is like still way too good at 75% production bonus. You know, I'm able to rush out the Stug in a matter of seconds. Again, it's a bit excessive. But either way, Stug out. We got more rifle there for Blind Guardian, who's gone for armor. We got the veteran cruise, of course, we got fast deploy, so of course he also gets really, really fast stuff out. We are not seeing more light vehicles, so it's likely he's going to push for the tank depot or just go straight for, well, calling EC8. We'll have to see Stug rolling forward, see them crashing through and the top of the stairs here. North bit of Pioneers in trouble there. German assault going through the center here. Stug's got the Penalty machine gun ready. Breakthrough being popped again. In this regard, you know, him not really focusing much on my munitions point does mean that despite all the fuel loss, I actually have a lot of ammunition to use Breakthrough more. And of course, when you use Breakthrough a lot, you also get more map control, more cruising, and then push for even more munitions. So it kind of becomes a bit of a vicious cycle, in my case, a virtuous cycle. Yes, I can use fancy words. You know, where just, you know, expend munitions, but I can then use that to get even more munitions. Also going here for the Panzergrenadier Officers' Quarters upgrade. Because I've gone to a bunch of Panzer guns, I got the Pack, I got the Stug, I'm not going to get more Stug, so having the Officers' Quarters up for that is obviously excellent. Right here, the great flank here by Blind Guardian sneaks up here and hits me in my soft underbelly. Clearing up my Pack crew there, though of course he does get surrounded here by the Grenadiers and the Stug rolling in. We've got Panzer Grenadiers here, Graham moving forward, catching my machine on its cutoff point. A lot of action here, a lot of maneuvering. Large score there, being pushed back, taking a lot of damage. Do get veterans one as well now. We got more troops moving forward here, just a big wave of democracy out of Blind Guardian. And again, hitting that fuel point. Really determined fuel harassment. Pack 40 has to get out of there, Stug withdrawing. Rushing some Grenadiers, but definitely caught in a tough spot here. Again, he just charges ahead here. My God, these Americans are everywhere. You'd think there was an Eastern Front again. Going to sneak up a shot here. Stug going with the point blank blast against the rifle out in the open. Easy targets. Of course, with the anti-tank gun, I do realize you just have to get out of there before I get, you know, snared up and then damage engine in front of the anti-tank gun. Which would be exceedingly bad for me. We're not seeing much out there of the Blind Guardian in terms of his other abilities. It's a bit worth noting here. Nor are we seeing any tech up, so it seems like he's slightly frozen there. Looking to get back that fuel point there, while it's also finally hitting my munitions point. There we go, tank depot, and we do in fact get the EC8, plus we got Seek and Destroyer there selected. Reinforcing here, healing, Pack of course then do decide that as well. Looking to fight for victory points. More Stugs, of course, would be a good idea, but there's also a department that's really tempted to go for the mechanized assault group. Get some stars from going a bit fast with the half-tech here, but having to spend too many resources tanking up. Particularly with all the fuel harassment right now being executed against me, mechanized assault is definitely a more, you know, accessible manner of getting out stars to them. than you need attacking up at the current state of affairs. Because again, Blind Guardian has really been executing a very effective field denial strategy. Pack forward that great shot from the Greyhound again. North here, Panzergrenadier around Ralph got Panzergrenadier forcing Mr. Blind Guardian to vacate the northern part of the villa. Stug Pioneers here, machine gun all base in the south. Tank depot, they're almost on. We got a munition surplus upgrade here for Blind Guardian. A bit late to the party, but got a good upgrade. See if he hasn't upgraded his Rifleman yet, which I imagine he hasn't. Although it loses a lot of its utility there. So, bit of sneaking about here. Again, going to go for the cutoff points. Again, he's very good at just finding the gaps in my lines and just exploiting them. Thumbs up. Again, really good tactical sense out of him. Ralph's going down south. Panzergrenadiers moving up. Can call in the mechanized assault group any moment now. Just needs to find the will to press the button. There you go. Mechanized assault group grenades off your rifle and then dodging it. Or maybe there's their own grenade, I don't know. Anti-tank flying away there. After rushing forward, rifle on the cutoff point. Panzergrenadiers from one side. A lot of action now here. A lot of hot spots here. Though I end up calling it off. Rushing in, going to catch Ralph's squad here. And they are quickly pushed off the point. Email fresh advance here from Blind Guardian as my forces in the south here withdraw after that failed infantry push. North here we've got Grenadiers holding off some of the Americans. Again, a lot of action, a lot of back and forth here. After hanging back here, a bit of support from a nearby Panzer Division. As most Panzergrenadier divisions would not have had half tracks, they might occasionally get some as they sort of pick them up elsewhere. Sometimes because they picked up elements from, like, you know, disbanded unit, or maybe found them on their own, but rarely would they actually happen. So let's make on paper at least. Fresh push in the center. Greyhound, of course, continues to be an absolute nuisance here. South side here, Captain versus the Stug, machine flying away, the Pioneers joining in. And we just got several hotspots here. Greyhound there might finally get knocked out. He pushed into hazardous territory a bit too quickly. And finally, I get the Greyhound. That was definitely a good bit of relief here. Meanwhile, Panzergrenadier starts from going for one of his anti-tank guns. South side machine goes down to the mortar. Grenadiers flanking as well here. Really looking to silence this anti-tank gun. Blind Guardian could soon go for the war machine, the upgrade ability at least. But even then, he's not going to be pushing 3 seats anytime soon because his field dominance or hegemony has rather waned in there. More BARs on the way to Blind Guardians. Rifleman is GIs. Grenade, they're ripping through the Starstorm. Could have dodged that one. Was just too preoccupied with everything else. And again, he goes for that northern field point. He's very consistent about that. After rushing forwards here, a bit late to the party. We've got Bound Grenade. I'm definitely trying to just wreck that anti-tank gun. And got it. There we go. We got field repairs. We got war machine here out of Blind Guardian. And the cutoff points is that way just also cut off from his southern resources. Now there was a lot left there for him to be cut off from. But again, hitting those field points. We've got more rifle there for Blind Guardian to make some of the losses he suffered earlier. We've got another flank here. Pushing on the center. Sergeant Joe Thompson of Wisconsin going in. Clearing out that pack crew. They're at least doing his damnedest to do so. German forces counter from all sides. And there you go. Got the pack crew wipe. Going for another Stug. Partly because I'm definitely starting to anticipate some kind of armor here out of Blind Guardian soon enough. In fact, he can soon go for the EC8. So soon.
Stug is reporting for duty.
But there you go. Another Stug ready. Another Sturmgeschütz gefechtsbereit. And there you go. Rifleman charging up there. Towards the central villa. North German forces probing ahead. He got the Starstorm in the way. And probably should have them more towards the center where a lot of the action's happening at the moment. The south here, Grenadiers with Ralph squads, engineers as well, their grenades are being chucked. Blind Guardian can definitely go for the Sherman EC8 now, but so far is not doing so. He could of course also go for the unfounded Sherman or the Hellcat, but he does in fact go for the EC8 Sherman there.
The enemy have taken our territory.
He turns the power of Brad Pitt to turn the tide of freedom and democracy. South mines being laid down. Stuke rushing. Machine was still abandoned. That's definitely a bit of a slip there by me. No excuse for that. He's being met with the Stuke, and there you go. Point blank blast. Utterly annihilating them. Comes with the Rav squad. Northeast Germany, see it was the Grenadier. Starts some firing in there. Stuke moving out, cleansing southwards. There you go, finally got the machine recruit. We got engineers here for Blind Guardian to help repair his tank. But of course, he lost his own engineers. And while it helps he hasn't suffered damage yet, it's better to repair it in those situations ahead of time. It's a lot of back and forth here around the centre. The Stuke is definitely with a strong armour core, and again, getting rid of his anti-tank gun really hurt Blind Guardian's ability to push back against him. Even with the EC8, it's going to be one EC8 versus 2 Stuke, so unless he pulls off a really good flank, that's going to be a bit of a struggle there for him. But there you go. Blind Guardians bring up another M1 anti-tank gun to meet the German menace. So he's got full Rav scores, but at this point I got 2 Grenadiers with MP40s, 2 Panzergrenadiers, and the Starstorms. I do have a fair bit of infantry as well, just in terms of numbers. Definitely makes it a bit tougher for him to like just do what he wants. And certainly also allows me to push more actively and aggressively for map control. So there are a few scouts there trying to maintain the banner of freedom and democracy, but they are very much forced to withdraw here. Brav versus the double Stukes. Anti-tank grenades being heroically tossed onto the Stuke. But it's not rewarded with much except, you know, German insults and more crucially German gunshots. Big push here. We got a massive horde of riflemen there appearing suddenly around the corner, swinging in their guns. They charge in. Push towards the center where I'm sort of trying to, you know, brace myself for that assault. Maybe try and, you know, use the terrain to then sneak up close here with the MP40 Grenadiers. So some Starstorm. Remember where to put them. All the way back here being healed up. Yeah, Blind Guardian can probably soon-ish go for another EC8 and just keep the fuel flowing in his direction. He doesn't bleed out too heavily. Yeah, fighting for the center remains as brutal as always. Partly because Villa Fiore is kind of forcing you to do so due to the fact the map is, again, not massive, and the village just possesses, like, you know, it's so very dominantly across the entirety of the map. It's so not controlling the center can feel very bad. So it does tend to be a bit of a focal point there, unfortunately, because of that. Starts moving forwards here. Anti-tank and crew, as soon as it joins in, of course, is immediately pushed back. And once more, popping breakthrough tactics. Again, really I feel like underrated ability right now. North here, Panzergrenadier is busy. We got those Starstorm just laying it down for us far to land.
Our adversary is down to 250 points.
Of course, I could consider laying down some Regal mines, but I have the munitions for it now.
Blitzkrieg tactics are available for vehicle crew.
Blitzkrieg tactics, slowly inching towards the Tiger. And we got a second antenna for Blind Guardian. Not a bad idea on this map, because again it's relatively small. You control the center. Again, you can just cover a large part of the map with double anti-tank guns without really having to like do a lot of work.
Victory point lost.
Further south here though, sneaking around. Again, trying to, like, you know, buy as much time, but in this case though, he's not really have much here. This means I can move up, you know, very nasty units to threaten his retreat path, so if he's not careful, I could score up. But there you go, the EC to the rescue there obliterates one of the Starstorm, which also then makes this a bit easier to withdraw here, so good call there, I think, by Blind Guardian. We've got the anti-tanks rolling up, Stukes rolling in. Go, use him to withdraw here, Pack 40 sneaking out. And so the fight for the southern victory point is suddenly going a lot as well for me, as I can't easily engage the EC8 because my Stukes are over there. They need to then take a longer route then. And of course the anti-tanks may just move, but there you go. I turn this around against them. We got it, not the airburst shells, but the delayed fuse bombs there. Interesting choice, as it's not really good versus individual units. You really want to use the airburst shells. It's more about, like, you know, blowing up bunkers and whatnot. Panzer's their east level force back. Blind Guardian's definitely doing his best to get those victory points back. He's also a bit behind, but he's almost got a triple cab on me here. Pack crew there once more in pretty deep trouble. Gets swiped again. Starstorm running, coming flanks at the Stooks. Side to side, Panzer being met here with the Raft Squad, but in heavy cover. Veteran 2 was the Raft Squad, which is Veteran 1. The German Panzergrenadiers for the Sturmgewehrs definitely stand supreme. In the center, Starstorm there taking heavy enfilade fire here from the Americans. And machine guns with Glennie saying further northwards again, trying to also push for the various resource points, more crucial the victory points. More delayed fuse stuff there out of him, and we got another Sherman E6 there for Blind Guardian. Meanwhile, at this stage, I'm actually trying to hold up for Tiger, deciding, you know what, I'm going to go for the big tank. I could have gone for the command tank and gone for more Stooks, but at this stage, with the double anti-tank guns, and again, the fact this map is relatively small and very open around the center, I kind of figure the command tank is, not the command tank, but the Tiger tank is probably going to be the best bet, as, you know, it can fairly well shrug off anti-tank gun fire, though of course if it pops armor piercing rounds, it's going to be less so. Plus, you know, it can quickly clear up the anti-tanks with a good shot or two, so I kind of end up with the Tiger tank for that reason. Of course, the command tank wouldn't necessarily be bad, but again, I think it'd be more likely to go for the command tank on Pekino or somewhat, as they do offer a bit more room to maneuver. Which again, Villa Fiore just doesn't quite offer that same ability. After, of course, new repairs. Could consider some mines here and there. Of course, more crucial, I could consider some mines, but I kind of seem to have forgotten about mines entirely, which is definitely a bit of a thumbs down moment to me. Stooks, Starstorm all converging in the southern point here. Moving forward for the fatherland. Stooks engaging here. Starstorm though taking a man loss here. Point blank blast, and there we go. Massive hit. Raft Squad about to get wiped out here. Again, I love point blank blast. And there we go. Raft Squad wiped out. Huge blow there to Blind Guardian. And in the center we got Raft moving in. But a quick rebuffed here by well-placed German infantry. Meanwhile, I'm getting ever close to the Tiger tank, but I'm also definitely suffering some losses that's causing me to constantly delay the Tiger tank. So that's also the sort of situation where maybe I should just, you know, not go for the Tiger tank anytime soon, call in more Stooks, than just, you know, call it a day. But anyways, final grenade goes, well, wrong, or was maybe just a regular grenade. Can be a bit difficult at times to determine, like, who tossed what grenade there, you know, pinch. There we go, another set of delayed fuse bombs here in the pack crew. And he's in a bit of a bad spot. We got another Raft Squad here for Blind Guardian. Of course, at this stage, you could consider just calling in another ECA. Doodling forward, there we go, anti-tanks flying away here. Quickly forced move to withdraw. Starstorm charging forwards, launching their Steelhand Grenade into the midst of the Americans, causing massive losses. And there you go, ECA trying to flank from the north here. Good use of the northern path. Something worth pointing out about this map is most people just tend to focus on this side when it comes to the hill. Like, the north side of the hill tends to be a surprising blind spot in a lot of people's perception. Attack from up here is actually, like, really smart. Like, it's what also I try to do, like, you know, if I have to attack, is like, I'll just swing through here. If I'm this side, I swing through here. So, smart play there by Blind Guardian. Definitely, I think, something more players would benefit from doing. Quick note there. Machine gun wiped again, though. There you go. Tiger finally arriving here from the 504th Schwere Panzerabteilung. Schwere Panzerabteilung 504. Which was the only heavy tank battalion detachment in Italy from what I can recall. Though they did have some heavy tank destroyer ones equipped with the Elephant, as it was known, I think back then was the Ferdinand. Well, it got the name Ferdinand. Then he's been brought here with the Sherman EC8. Rapid, hard at work as always. Tiger moving forwards. Anthony's shot bouncing off the Tiger tank's frontal armor. Of course, another benefit for the target tank is it just draws away fire from my Stoogs, allowing me to be more aggressive with the Stoogs. There you go, EC8 knocked out there, Brad Pitt bailing out of the tank here. Stunt crew heroically flanking them out there, even as they're consumed by the incendiary hotness of the Sherman's munitions storage blowing up. Panzer's pushing forward here, going for the anti-tank guns, which of course allows my armor to then get more aggressive. Rather than flanking for the south here, target tank immediately swats a couple of engineers there. Stoogs charging in, Panzer's going for the support weapons here, EC8 getting hammered. Pack crew wiped out, oh, that's the delayed fuse here. Ralph Court wiped out. Sherman EC8 down. Mortar crew wiped out here. A brutal battle here. That Blind Guardian very much did not come out of alive. And his remaining anti-tank crew is about to get hosed down as well by the Panzergrenadier. End up being fairly brutal here for him. At this point, his options seem very, very limited. And there we go, we do get a win there. Blind Guardian pops out. A victory for das Vaterland, a victory for Germany. I don't know how much of those Panzergrenadiers did, because I definitely feel like they did some heavy lifting at times. Yeah, 55 kills, they're definitely my infantry doing the most there. Starts from also for how late they arrived, definitely managed to do some good work too. But there you go. Bit of brutal fighting there. I mean, early on again, like really got harassment there by my opponent, but his ground play was definitely very conservative, which definitely I think didn't quite help him out there. Of course, it did help me, you know, not immediately get, you know, wiped out. I could definitely do more with mines. Could also have the Pack 40 out sooner. So again, I definitely made some mistakes, I think, in some regards. And there's also the question again, should have gone for the target? He should have gone for some Stoogs and the command tank. Again, as mentioned, I don't think command tank would have done me much better on this map, though. Arguably, I maybe should have gone for Nebelwerfer to help deal with these anti-tank guns. So, again, there's some room for improvement, obviously, on my side as well. But overall, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family. And as always, see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.